Let's go over Tesla one more time. I don't know if I went over this yesterday or not. So again, I said 350 coming. I didn't mention that there's a small chance that this could be a first wave. If this is a first wave, this would be ABC, ABC, A, likely B up here, and then a C wave down here, maybe all the way back down here to 380. And then this would be B or 2. And I would imagine at this point that this is not a B wave, but I have to put it up there because it is possible that it goes like this and then comes back down here like that. But I don't know what kind of catalyst that's going to take to take it from 380 to 450 and then back down to 350. It doesn't really make that much sense. So I would imagine that would probably be a wave 2. So I think that we are in either a second wave, 3, 4, 5 down here, or the fourth wave ended right here. So fourth wave ends there or ends down here. Those are the two options. If the fourth wave ended right here, this is wave 1, really explosive move up. Get an ABC move down, ABC move up. You get an ABC move down here to 386, and that would be the overall, it'd actually be a WXY move. Down here, wave 2 would be finished, and then we'd be looking at the 1.61 fib, which right here is only saying 463. Let's see here, if it goes to 463 from 386, we have 444. Let's see if this gets us anywhere close to 580. No, that only gets us up to 510. So if this is a first wave, it's going to have to go to like the 2.61 fib. So it's going to have to go pretty much up here to the 2.61 fib. And then from 386 up to there, probably a pullback to the 0.23 fib, so 495. And then I would take wave 1 and let's see if we can get to 580. Yeah, it'd be a little bit short, but pretty much right on 580. So if this is a first wave, it's going to have to go to the 2.61 fib after 386, which would be a slight breach of wave 3, but that would only be wave 3 of 5, pullback, and then 580. Those are the two options I see. Again, there is a possibility of a triangle, but again, I don't like it because there's just too much back and forth. Like, what is going to propel this to go to 450 and then go all the way back down to 350 and then go back up to 580? Doesn't really make that much sense. Too much back and forth with the big catalyst coming with earnings. So I think that it's going to happen more than likely on earnings. We're going to see a big move either way. If it ends up being the move down here to 350, then we'll have to see what can get it from 350 all the way up to 580. So I don't think it's a really that bad of a spot to buy in here, actually. Maybe at this gap fill at 400. It's going to hit the 400 gap fill no matter what, in my opinion, and probably minimum 385. So you're looking anywhere in this range to buy in. Even if it comes down here, you can add more down here and then just ride it up to 580. So that's my whole thesis on Tesla. Where did I get the 580 from? If you watched these videos before, the 580 comes from this right here. 583 actually. Or 590 actually. 583, 590, whatever. And then this is either going to be WX, no, A or B. And actually, let's go over the time frame of this. This will tell us if this is a 5-wave move or not. So we have January 5th of 2023 to April of 2024. I think at this point it's a 5-wave move. It's taken too long to be finished. I don't know why this does not switch over. But anyway, I think this is a 5-wave move now. it's taking too long for this to finish. If it goes to new highs, it's taking entirely too long. But 580 is a spot you want to watch out for. If it hits that area, you do want to watch and make sure that we get like a sideways correction for another move higher. Otherwise, it could be the top, and then that would make this whole thing get a C wave down. But in my opinion, wave 4 ended right here, so I think this is a 5-wave move. So you're basically looking at it like this: 580, pull back, and then another move higher. Who knows how high that will go? If I were to use log charts, it says 1200, but that just seems like kind of outrageous. But who knows, maybe. I would expect a 4th wave to last. Let's say we hit 580 by March. Then I would expect this to last. Kind of gives me an idea just using parallel lines here. I would expect it to at least last to this midpoint. And so if we hit 580 by March, let's say it goes up here after earnings, then it's saying the end of 2025 for wave 4. So it would look like this. Something like that. And then who knows? Are we going to go to 1200? I don't know about that, but could go to like $700-800, something like that. So I'm going to leave it at that. That's pretty much my thoughts on Tesla. There's 2 paths. I'm leaving out the triangle now because, again, that's not going to really make that much sense for us to go back and forth that much. If it happens, then it happens, and that just means we're going to take longer to consolidate. It could last all the way out here to March or April, but it could be finished as early as earnings too. So that's my thoughts on Tesla, updated from yesterday. Let's see what happens. 580 is a target, buy zone 385 to 400 in my opinion.